The racing's been so good over the weekend, both sides of the Tasman, that it's been a nice distraction from a small issue that's at hand, the Messara report, the future of New Zealand racing. What do we know on the last week? Meetings?
Couple of meetings. Meeting on Thursday. Thursday, the three heads of the codes. That's not the CEOs, the chairmen, as it turns out to be, or chair people they should be called, but they're all blokes. They met with the Minister for Racing and they had a discussion where we put questions to the Minister's office and we got a very bland reply. These are the questions we put. We want to know because we want to tell you the truth. Because, by the way, it's your industry, you own it. And we didn't get much in the way of replies, to be honest. So
none of those? It's a lot of questions. I suppose if you don't get to answer, you don't get to answer.
And that's fine if the Minister's a very busy person, he hasn't got time to reply to us. A spokesperson for the Minister did say that there was a meeting with Mr Jackson, Mr Spicer and Mr Hannon, who are the heads of the three codes, and a DIA official on the back of the consultation, blah, 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 blah. So that's it. That's what a spokesperson for the Minister. Now, for people out there, is that good enough for them? Is that good enough?
You own a few horses, I own a few horses.
Well, not even that. Those people work for us.
That's what I mean.
Those people, if you work in the Greyhound Code, Harness Racing Code, or the Galloping Code, or the Deputy Prime Minister works for us. All of us. We pay the wages. Now, I'm not saying if it's commercially sensitive, they shouldn't come out and publish commercially sensitive information. But at least a press release coming out from the heads of the codes, a joint, if they want to say they're going to work together on a press release and tell the people who are in the TAB and buying horses and foaling at foaling time of the year what's going on. But having this big meeting in Claudelands, like an evangelical event, and saying, woohoo, and then not telling anybody when you meet what's happening next, I don't believe is good communication. And it also leads to distrust, because people aren't being told what's happening with their money.
What is happening next?
Well, I've got some ideas around it, but I'm not going to speculate because these people are paid to tell you and me and you at home officially what's happening.
Is it too much to expect a blow by blow?
Well, the problem about it is, Sheldon, is this, and I understand media politics pretty well. If you're not putting out official press releases and telling people the truth, what you can do then is I can leak information to certain journos who I like, who will write things which won't affect me and they'll write my side of the story, and you get one side of the story. The Minister has people who work for him who are paid to tell us the truth.
Okay.
So if you want to change the industry, the first way you can change it is by being transparent. If nothing came in the meeting, say nothing came in the meeting. If we decided that they're going to go ahead with Rita with the 5-man panel, tell us. I'm not saying that we should have an opinion on what goes on in the meeting. These people are there to do a job. But you deserve the truth of what's going on at these meetings. Second meeting on Monday, counties, Pukekohe, Avondale and Ellerslie are sitting around the table. Now they're just going to have a chat, and it's really hard to get discourse with Avondale because they feel under threat for obvious reasons, but they are having a casual meeting to discuss things going forward. So that too will be interesting, and again, I think the public deserves to know because all of these people work for the racing industry. None of them work for themselves. None of these people own these businesses or have paid for these businesses. So they don't have the right to keep this information from us, I believe, if there's anything to say. Bruce, that's my opinion on what's going on.
Tomorrow we've also got an announcement regarding the Provincial Growth Fund, so hopefully some good news there.
Or there may not be an announcement, the way things are going, Bruce.
The New Zealand Racing Board made an announcement last week. They are feeding about $150 million into the racing industry coffers as part of their press release.
Well, it should be 25 million more because we should have the racecourse legislation and the tax break. So that bottom line 154 million should be 180 million. But it's not because everything's been bundled together to one big bill to go next year. I still haven't had anybody explain to me how that makes sense.